Hey everybody, this is Jesse with Permo Fit. There's some serious wind going on out there. It's been a while since I've shown you any of my plants, so let's go check out the plants in the grow room. I got a little more organized. Got my stuff over here, and here we go. Alright, so I keep seeming to accumulate plants. I have my wide angle lens on here so you can kind of see everything. I've added a couple of bulbs here, pretty inexpensive. I now have, let's see, where do I start? I guess I start at the top. So, I don't know if you remember my last growing video or plant video and stuff, I had some little tiny jalapeno and picante and Anaheim peppers growing. Well, I transplanted them in a little bit bigger containers, and you can kind of, I don't know if you can read that, jalapeno, and then there's this front guy in the front here is the Serrano. The guy in the white container in the back there is the Anaheim, and this one over here I believe is the Anaheim or Serrano. The one in the back left there is another jalapeno. So here's pineapple. It's doing pretty good. I take these guys outside, try to at least once a week, just to allow them to have some full sun. This is a New Mexico chili pepper. It's doing pretty good. Got a little damage. It was neglected outside a little bit, but it's been transplanted and it's healthy. Salvia plant, it's looking pretty healthy. Strawberry. This is I believe like a June bearing type strawberry. Picked it up at Lowe's. Actually, a buddy of mine did, and it already had strawberries on it. Can you believe that? Buying it. These ones don't look so healthy, but the plant itself looks pretty good. It still has to be transplanted. Another salvia. Here's the guy I'm trying to root. Still hasn't grown any roots, so changed the water a couple times. Oh, here's that cherry tree. It's not doing so good. I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that guy, but I'm not too worried about it. And then this here is my jalapeno plant. Look at that. She's a monster. You can kind of see that there. Big. It's flowering. It's doing good. Have not produced any peppers of any kind on this guy yet. Now over here I have Sweet Heat, which I believe is some sort of cross breed type deal and everything stuff. But basically it's a small bell pepper that actually has a sweet and spicy flavor to it. Now I've actually tried one. It has a little tiny guy going right there, and it has like another one right there, and it's got a few, I think it's got a few little buds going too and everything. Well, I picked one of the small ones up, and it's just got this good flavor and a little bit of spice to it, a little bit of heat. I'm a wussy when it comes to heat, so it's just about perfect for me. This here is called a Maxi bell pepper, and this is actually a hybrid between a jalapeno and a bell pepper, versus the other one is just a spicy bell pepper. It's kind of cool. This here is peppermint. You can't get the smell-o-vision going, but it smells really good. Pick them up and eat them. This one's the stevia, and it's super sweet. It's really good too if you like that. Here's my cucumber, which is kind of pulling through, not really doing much. I pulled off a bunch of had a bunch of like little peppers that were trying to start, and the plant just isn't really doing super good. It's not doing horrible, but I don't know, I just didn't want to, I wanted the plant to get a chance to actually rest and stuff. If you can kind of see in here, it's kind of tough. There's like the soil and stuff, but then there's like this jelly looking stuff. And I mentioned in a video or two ago, this is that plastic, and it starts out as little tiny white BBs that are like Kind of hard to see, but they're kind of like these little white guys right here. Now these aren't it. This is something that comes in the Miracle-Gro dirt. But they start out as something little tiny like that, and then they end up growing to those. They look like little ice crystals. Pretty cool. They slowly release moisture as the dirt dries out. So this guy over here is my banana pepper. It had a little pepper on it. I took it off and ate it because I wanted to try it. And it's got a full-size pepper growing right there. That's pretty good size considering my hand's like this big. So it's doing pretty good. It's got healthy flowers on it. See, these are 2 new cherry tomato plants that they're my seeds when my mom started them, and she gave them back to me because it's horribly windy outside. So I'm going to see if I can get them to do a little better. This guy I believe here is a chocolate cherry tomato, and I might save some seeds for Gabe over at Pepper Growing. This guy here is I believe just a regular cherry or a Sweet 100 hybrid cherry tomato. Not 100% sure on that one. This guy here is a good looking raspberry. Doesn't produce any raspberries yet. Then we got 2 blueberries. Got a blueberry here, which is actually producing some blueberries, and a blueberry over here, and then over here, then we got a blackberry and a boysenberry. It's kind of hard to see. 2 blueberries, boysenberry, blackberry, and then over here we have, this is my beefsteak. It's kind of hard to see separated out, but this is my beefsteak pepper, I believe. Yep. These are some F100 hybrids my buddy picked up. They were in a 4-pack. They're looking kind of sickly. Transplanted them all in the same container just to get them going. Now they're looking really good. This is my Sweet 100 hybrid. It's already produced, see, it's got tomatoes going right here. It's already produced a couple of red ones. These are already starting to turn again. They are so sweet and good. They're just delicious. This guy over here is, oh man, I just knocked one off. I'll put it up here. The last one I picked early, I let it ripen just on the table, and it was good. This guy over here is, well, that's the rootstock for the Sweet 100 hybrid. Thought I had another one around here somewhere. Oh, this guy is this is my hydroponic bell pepper plant that had the root rot and everything, and I cut all the growth off, and it's doing really good, but it's like really slow. It's like really behind, and it's in a 5-gallon bucket. It's really deep. I'm not 100% sure what's going on with it. The stalk is just thick, and there's 2 plants there. Kind of see those, but they both look really healthy. They're just slow. Oh, and then radishes. Okay, now I haven't mentioned these radishes in a while, but I'm going to show them to you here. Pull them out. Ugh. See if I can try not to kill all the other plants in the process. Okay. Now, these are just growing everywhere. I think in the next video I'm going to pull them up and show you what they look like. They are, well, I'll just show you. Like that guy right there is looking nice and big, and it's ready to go. I think all these are ready to go. They're just super healthy looking. Yeah, I'm stoked because once I pull them up and show you guys, I'm going to eat them. I love radishes and tomatoes and peppers and everything but hot peppers. And then last thing I wanted to say, oh, sorry about that. Last thing I wanted to say before I get out of here is 2 things. I changed my timing. I was going on 14-hour light cycle for blooming and growth and all that other stuff. And just a couple days ago I changed it to an 8-hour light cycle, hoping to get more blooming. It's supposed to simulate the end of summer when everything's in full production. Now this grow room is really small, and I have plants at just about every stage of life. I don't know how well it's going to work, but I'm going to try it for a few days and see what happens. The other thing is, if you have Netflix, I'm not giving a shout out or getting paid by Netflix, but if you have Netflix, there's a new video they put on. It's actually an old documentary from like 78 or 79. It's called The Secret Life of Plants. based on a book. I read part of the book years ago, and I've done quite a bit of research on it. But it's really interesting. Guys hook up polygraph machines as well as other scientific machines of the late 70s, and they test plants in essentially for response to environment as well as other various type things, and it verges on the what do you call it, not paranormal, but you know, that kind of realm area type deal. And anyways, really good. They did a couple of experiments. Guy hooked a polygraph and he charted the baseline for a plant. I don't remember what plant it was, and then he wanted to see what the response was to watering the plant, thinking that he might get some sort of electrical response, change in electrical, you know, everything's got nerves in it, when he went to water it. And instead of getting a little bit of a response change, it actually got a huge response change. He said it was the equivalent of a person getting excited during a polygraph. So he thought about, oh, I wonder what kind of response I could get if I went and got a match and struck and I burned the leaf. And the plant just seemed equivalent to freak out electrically. You know, the plant didn't do anything different, but the signals that it was putting out were just astronomical. And all the guy did was think and intend on burning the leaf. Kind of interesting. He did some other experiments. The movie's got some, it's late 70s, it's got an odd interpretive dance section. I don't know. And then it's got a section about gardening groups and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, it takes a little bit to sit through it, but really good. As long as you're into dry documentaries. So that's it. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, check out my last video on my little birthday vacation going to Phillipsburg. And oh, if anybody knows anything about YouTube on content, on like what you can videotape as far as logos and company products without intentionally, because I'm not getting paid by anybody, and I have product that sometimes I'd like to review it, or I'd like to show some of it, and I would like I would like to be able to advertise using YouTube and generate money by you guys clicking on the advertisements and stuff and everything, but I don't want it to conflict, and I don't want to lose my channel. So if you guys know anything about that, shoot me a message. Other than that, have a great day, and that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Bye, guys.